Hi. So, what we went over this week, it said to add this thing. And so, basically, what I went over was the neuronal diseases process for the PTSD with the comorbid simultanagnosia. And basically, what I went over was, the neuronal process, what happens to a child who's been raped orally. And, I went through the process, the brain process, as well as the physical, um, and then the lifespan process as well. And we talked about, how a child develops. And, um, we didn't go over child protective services, but that's a really important thing. And Child Protective Services isn't the only thing. There's Ronald McDonald House. They house little girls, and they protect them. There's many, many nonprofits for little girls who have been raped also. Um, so basically, we went over all of that. And we also looked at the physiological aspect too, because we look at, the symptoms, and the pain and everything that they go through with not being able to eat and not being able to consume products and not being able to do the things that they need to do. So we look at that. And then we look at later in life, the fact that if their jaw was broken when they were young, from it, and their medulla oblongata was completely, disrupted, and their neurons broke down so that none of that works. So what I tried to look at is, how do we get um these children safe, and as adults safe as well. And in most of it, it does, it can come down to justice, and restorative justice. It can come down to, taking children out of the home, child protective services. It can come to, CFI investigation, and, having homes looked into, fines implemented, all different types of things, custody arrangements made. You name it. When it comes to children, there's a lot that we can do to protect them. And then, looking at the vocational aspect of when they're older, when they've gone through something like this, what kind of job are they going to want to get? And why do they want that job? So we look at that and we try to figure out whether or not that is appropriate. Like, what is their reason for getting that job again? We want to really look at the things that a psychology master would look at, and the reasons for the things that they're doing, and what's happening, to the children as well. So it goes through the lifespan. We're looking at the children, the adolescent, the young adult, the middle age, and hopefully right about there, most of it's going to stop. And then, we just looked at the chemical imbalances and how to balance them. And mostly it's pretty easy to balance them, because we need to do something physiological, working out, something muscular, something that keeps their muscles toned and helps their neck stay strong. Those types of things, keeping water in them, the right diet, those types of things, in case they were malnourished as children, those types of things. And then we look at our good old standby EMDR, which has always been great for psychology. It helps so many people. And then also being able to have a behavioral modification, self-regulation, things like that, where we're working with someone and helping them to regulate their life so that they are starting to do the right thing. They have a morning ritual and they plan out their day, and by the end of the day, they write out all their horrible things that happened that day, and it disappears, and they pray for sleep, things like that. We try to reprogram them so that they are functional human beings that just act like everybody else is acting. Family, we went over the family behaviors and whether or not, restraining orders, different types of things to make sure that the family, if they are the problem, is removed from the situation completely. Medications and codependency, and whether or not medications are really the way to go, usually not. We don't want our clients, codependent on a med. We would rather them, be able to just, get through it with EDM or EMDR. Again, the physical aspect, keeping them, physiologically strong and, sporting and things like that, and in the right groupings of people that are doing, normative things that everybody else is doing, and just aiding in their recovery and knowing, the types of things that they need. Water fusion, EMDR, talk therapy, reuptake inhibitors, vocational rehabilitation, so they know that they're going the right way. They just need a little push in the right direction to keep those dopamine receptors and the G proteins together so that they actually just function, have a pretty happy, nice equilibrium type of life. They don't have to live through it, or they don't have to live through their problem. They need to find a solution and live through the solution to the problem. And that's what we're looking for. And, of course, we just, we look at where the problem is in the medulla oblongata, and we just keep on trudging along and, getting them through the injury and bringing them to stability and just like helping them live their life again. So that's basically what we did today. And thank you for taking a minute to watch my video. And I hope you have a really, really nice day.